Hello, this is Grandmaster Gambordella with tip number 4 on 10 things you need to know to win any fight. Number 4 is don't get sucker punched. Too many times I've seen people lose a fight because they weren't prepared to be in a fight. Now we're talking about street fighters here. Getting into a fight in the street or in a bar or in a school or something. You know, when you're not paying attention, you can get sucker punched by someone who has no possible chance of beating you in a real fight, but who knocks you completely unconscious, breaks your jaws, knocks out your teeth, crushes your nose because you weren't paying attention. I used to be a bouncer in a bar, and almost all the times the fight would start, it would be somebody sucker punching someone else. When Riddick Bowe was fighting one time, there was a big riot in the ring. A lot of times when Riddick Bowe was fighting, there was a riot in the ring, and George Foreman was one of the announcers. The entire crowd started fighting, and some people in the crowd started looking like they were going to attack Jim Lampley, the other announcer. And Big George stopped and said, "Listen, you guys better back up. You don't know what you're getting ready to get." He made it real clear that he wasn't going to get sucker punched and that he wasn't afraid and he was prepared to defend himself. If you are prepared to defend yourself at all times, you're a lot more likely to win a lot more fights. Another great idea to avoid getting sucker punched, when you see a dangerous situation or a confusing situation, turn sideways. When you're sideways, you can drop back and get out of the way. When you're standing square to somebody, you cannot lean back, and you also can't punch. Never stand straight in front of someone who's looking like they want trouble. Because you can't punch, you can't kick, you can't do anything if you're standing square in front of them. Stand sideways in a defensive position. That way you can lean back, you can come with a punch, bam, you can come with a kick. So if you remember those things, stand sideways, always be prepared, and don't get sucker punched. You'll win a lot more fights. This is Grandmaster Gambordella with tip number 4, and I'll see you tomorrow with tip number 5 on 10 things you need to know to win any fight in the streets.